due to the progression into the semi-final of the FA Vase for Newport Pagnell. So, a quick reminder of the Coventry United team news. We have had a late change as Adam Miles has withdrawn from the starting lineup due to injury. David Pablinski is coming for him. So the Coventry United team is as follows. In goal is Declan Duggan. We're expecting a back three of O'Boyle, El Hagani, Pablinski and Jake Williams. In midfield, it's Riley Devoyle, Renato Prifty and Joe Blowers. And up front, a dynamic trio of Mason Platts, Joseph Akambiade and Sam Rodber. Well, the Red Green Army have made their way a short trip up the M1 to Northamptonshire. We're in a place known as Artarn, otherwise known in Coventry lingo as Our Town. So an early throw-in for Desborough Town. In fact, that's like corner, I should say. It's going to be taken by Kai Little. One of 5 changes for our host this evening. It's an easy call to deal with, swung away by Renato Prifty. Blowers judges the bounce, but the referee has given the foul for a push in the back by Joe Blowers into the back of Finlay Sharrock, about halfway into United territory, and it will be another set piece for Desborough. Coventry United, as we've seen the last couple of games, not wearing their green shorts and socks due to the blue shorts and socks of Desborough, so they're all in red again today. Free kick nodded up into the air by El Hagani, who can bring it down. Akambiade's up there. A real crowd for the ball on the right-hand side. It is drilled towards the net eventually, but it's easy pickings for Duggan. Duggan, the first Coventry United goalkeeper to keep 2 clean sheets this season. The only other to keep a clean sheet was on the opening day, Jack Tregartha. The United backline had been settled as of late, but of course the news that Adam Miles has dropped out the starting lineup means it isn't quite as settled now. A great dart into the area from Jake Williams. Runs into a blue shirt just as he's about to potentially pull the trigger there. Pablinski. A bit of trickery by Renato Prifty to create some separation from Little. Not the best of passes into his own backyard. El Hagani has to shepherd it back to Duggan. You won't miss him tonight in his neon yellow goalkeeping strip. Pablinski looking for the run of Joseph Akambiade. His heroics at the weekend sealed the 3 points. Mason Platts racing towards that to try and keep it in. He's got the throw-in out of it, just shy of the penalty area. Rory O'Boyle starting at left back again. Will take the throw. Akambiade. First line crossed by O'Boyle. Rodber's in there, jostling for position with McLean. Prifty. Trying to stay themselves, and it's Renato Prifty who gets the effort away. Bounces several times on the roof of the facilities building here at Waterworks Field. He would have preferred it to bounce into the net. Let us know if you're tuned in tonight on this midweek edition of Coventry United TV. Sponsored by JAB Consulting. And we've also got the Coventry United chairman, Michael Kavanagh, sat next to us. His son, Ethan, member of the Coventry United squad. No favouritism here, is there? He's still on the injured list. That's why he's not on the bench today. O'Boyle nods on, looking for Joseph Akambiade, who's dropped into his own half. Skips past Aidan Bradshaw. Platts shields well from Archie Elmore and gets the free kick out of it. Oh, and was there a little bit of afters there on Mason Platts? Platts felt he was kicked by Elmore. Well, what he lacks in size, Mason Platts certainly makes up for in heart and desire. Not his resident pit bull up front. O'Boyle just shy of the halfway line. I mean, when I say just shy, I mean not even a yard. Float it towards the penalty area. Platt's out muscled. DeVore sends it back towards the danger zone, but locked it away by Bradshaw. Talking of Bradshaws, Jared Bradshaw is back on the bench for Coventry United. You missed the start of the show. Coventry United have a 16-year-old by the name of Charlie Morgan on the bench, former Walsall youngster. If he comes onto the pitch today, he'll become Coventry United's youngest ever player. That's 16 years and 5 months, beating the previous record held by Rio Hudson, who was 16 years and 8 months. Randall in the centre circle, plays it across to Bradshaw. Aidan Bradshaw. Elmore finds himself in a sea of red. Has to find a teammate and does. It's Shorrock. McLean. And thumped upfield by Billy Tebbett. Pablinski dispossessed, an opportunity for Magagada to break in and barged out of play by Ed El Hagani. El Hagani and Magagada going head to head there. Try saying that 5 times fast. Today's game at Waterworks Field was cancelled a couple of weeks ago because the Waterworks unfortunately were left on. Waterlogged pitch cancelling that game. Here we are tonight, just after Coventry United's dramatic victory over Rothwell. My voice and my heart still haven't recovered. Throws the red and greens halfway into their own territory. Jake Williams on the right-hand side to take it. Throws to the feet of Platt. Good first touch. And has to get his body in the way of Shorrock to get to the seconds, but the ball into blows wasn't what was needed. Little. Swiftly closed down by DeVore, who's got the better of him. Now Joe Blowers gets moving. Mason Platts. Got to think about the long-range spectacular here. He doesn't think twice. Platts drags it across and out for the goal kick. Joe Blowers has fond memories of playing on this ground. Scored against Desborough Town at Waterworks Field last season. And there was a real feeling of dread around the club at that time, because when Coventry United played Desborough, at that point we believed it was going to be the final match in Coventry United history. The club was due to fold the next week. But thanks to the incredible work of everyone off the field and those young lads who stuck around on the field, Coventry United are still here. And ended up beating Desborough 5-0 at the Butts Park Arena earlier on in the season. So, mixed feelings when United have played Desborough. Rodber smashed it across the face of goal with the cross. Neither Blowers nor Agambiade could get a vital touch, but Agambiade, sheer speed. I've seen him catch up to the ball on the opposite side and play it down line for Rory O'Boyle. Now El Hagani at centre-back. Lofts it towards the right, Williams. The target, it's just a couple of yards shy of the United right back, and out for a throw-in. About 15 yards shy of the halfway line in Desborough territory. 8 minutes gone at Waterworks Field. Coventry United and Desborough Town still scoreless in the United County League Premier Division South. Oh, good bounce for Little. Kai Little skipping through challenge after challenge. Ends up in the centre circle. Got more sideways on the pitch than upfield. Here's Magagada. Oh, he's just run it into touch. Unlucky for the number 7 with quite possibly the best name in the league. Boyle sticks his laces through that one for the run of Agambiade. Cushion header by Aaron Davis. Nice to have it back with Ryan DeVoyle. The ball got stuck under his feet there, but he's able to get it away. And Agambiade makes the run a late corner offside by the linesman. Just he was looking to beat Aaron Davis to the ball. Oh, we've got two Bradshaws in the team today. We've got Aidan Bradshaw on the starting lineup for Desborough Town and Jared Bradshaw on the bench for Coventry United. Jared's been getting a few minutes at the Eton Griff recently. Also, we've got 2 honours on the Desborough team. You've got Adam Honour in goal and Liam Honour in defence. Launch up from Adam Honour has resulted in a not out by, I believe Devoyle got his head on that one. And a couple of yards down line from the penalty area, it is going to be a Desborough throw. Opportunity for Bradshaw to get it in. Magagada takes it too close to Joe Blowers. Snatches it from under his nose. Now Agambiada can use his impressive speed. Prifty wants it through. Prifty gets it through. Pressure from Little takes it away from him. It's lofted away by Liam Honor. Nodded up. That clearance by Peblinski, and Devoyle sends it back to Declan Duggan. He's got to act quickly here with Archie Elmore sneaking up towards him. He finds Peblinski, teenage defender, looking to switch the play. Oh, awkward bounce from Makagada, allows it to find Rory O'Boyle. Now Agambiade, return ball for Rory O'Boyle. A crucial slide by Alvin Makagada to prevent O'Boyle from making the cross, but Agambiade's got it back. He's going to have another long-range strike like we saw in the 90-plus minutes on Saturday. With this time, it doesn't creep in. It's a good save by Adam Honor. Flashbacks to Rothwell then. And by the way, you can view those extraordinary highlights from Saturday. Coventry United winning by 3-1 against Rothwell Corinthians. We've had 700 views on YouTube, and the goals themselves, the last 2 goals scored in the last minutes of the game, which, by the way, has never happened in Coventry United history. They've been viewed on Instagram over 1,000 times. Agambiade has to track back to prevent Bradshaw. Little. Here's the captain Davis. Everyone in the United half. Randall and Magagada looking for a quick give and go there, but the go wasn't what was needed. Prifty looking to send Rodber on his way. Rodber a couple of yards behind it. It's back with Adam Honor. Cushions it safely for Lewis McLean. McLean drills it up and bobbles on the pitch. And Peblinski, it's a forceful challenge on Elmore, but it's a legal one according to the referee. And Renato Prifty dancing through the midfield, and a barge into the side from Billy Tebbett results in a free kick to Coventry United. Well, some of the Desborough fans are not happy as they felt that Elmore should have got a free kick. And Elmore saying that he got more of a foul on him than United's Renato Prifty did. But it's what the man in black sees that matters. It is going to be Riley Devoyle, the captain, taking responsibilities for set piece for the majority of the season. So the sizable presence of El Haggai to look for. No Adam Miles in the starting up now, of course. Not up by Peblinski, and the goalkeeper brought it down with Jake Williams and Mason Platts lurking menacingly behind him. You can forget that Jake Williams scored twice against Ainsbury just last week. The pass to Magagada drifts out just in front of the Coventry United technical area. Devoyle's pass charged down. The second's fall to Peblinski. Blowers. Rodber nods it across. It's out of range for Platts. But Agambiade getting stuck here, although it's eventually snatched away. Peblinski. Here's the launched ball by Tebbett. Back to Duggan. No Coventry United action on Saturday, of course. We were supposed to host Newport Pagnell Town on Saturday, but the Swans are in the semi-final of the FA Vars, taking on the side who knocked Coventry United out of the Vars, Congleton. So I think we're safe to say we're going to be rooting for Newport in that one. So the next time we're on air here in CUTV is on the 8th. Next Saturday, that's away at Histon. Not an easy place to go to. El Hagani in with the challenge, preventing the cross from Elmore. No appeals this time. It was good old-fashioned physicality that kept him out. Far side, Bradshaw with ball in hand. Tebbett forced away from the box, down line to Alvin Magagather. Goes to Randall, closed down by DeVore, gets toward to Tebbett. In Bradshaw, cross Callens off the back of Joseph Agambiade, covered off well. Agambiade is obviously a more attacking player, but playing on the wing today will have to do a little bit more defensively. He's doing it well so far. The throw was aimed towards Little, but it's Rory O'Boyle getting there first. Prifty dances out of danger. His pass is blocked, but he gets the seconds, and Rodber chips it up towards Mason Platt, beaten mid-air by Davis. But back where it came from by Shorrock. Little, Elmore the target, barged down from behind by Bablinski. This time he does get the free kick, a tad too forceful from the teenager. 15 minutes gone, it's scoreless still. No real opportunity to say about a couple of half chances for Coventry United, all that the Red and Greens can talk about so far. Duggan yet to be tested, but that could be about to change. Floated in by Randall, and diving onto it is a sizable presence of Declan Duggan. Almost as tall as that water tower behind him. Williams looking to drive it up to Mason Platt, but it's intercepted by Randall. Little dropping a little bit deeper. Wants options and finds Shorrock. McLean. Shorrock wants it back. Tebbett. McLean. Quick passing from Desborough to keep the ball alive. Elmore. Through ball to Shorrock. He has got there ahead of Williams, but now Williams and Bablinski trying to snatch it from him, but a determined run from Shorrock, and Magagather and Elmore both having a stab at it. It was Elmore who got the more decisive contact, but couldn't send it goal bound. But here come Desborough again with Little. Runs into Blowers, and that's the end of that chapter. Jake Williams wants to clear his lines. We're trying to craft an opportunity here by dispossessing McLean, but a neat turn by McLean. Create some separation. Oh, and Riley DeVoyle, a crunching challenge on Kai Little. I think he'll be heading into the book for that. DeVoyle flew in, it was reckless. Shook at the shoulders and the arms by Riley DeVoyle, but I don't think he can have any complaints about that. A free kick in the centre circle, lofted towards the danger zone by Randall. Williams looking to clear after those cushions off the head of Renato Prifty, but collecting in the corner is Shorrock. Coventry United have got the throw after a misplaced pass by Finley. Shorrock was looking for some help from Tebbett. Jake Williams has found his starting place is limited to right back recently since the return to fitness of Ed El Hagani. And Williams caught in the aftermath. He looked to clear. Referee says no foul. Magagather's got it back, and Desborough looked to push on. McLean. Little lets it run through the legs of Joe Blow as he's got to the seconds as the Desborough number 10. Bradshaw crossing opportunity. Handball claims it. Seemed to hit the arm of Rory O'Boyle, but the cross is nodded clear by Bablinski. O'Boyle had his arm by his side. He was in a natural position. Under the modern laws, that does not constitute a penalty. Rodber looking for Mason Platt on the counter. He won't find Platt, but the seconds will fall to Prifty after Honor tried to get it away. DeVoyle, that could be a beautiful ball to Joe Blowers. He was just a yard behind it. Adam Honor racing out. Blowers helping the keeper to his feet. Well beaten in that race. Blowers and Agambiade, the heroes of Saturday, scoring 2 goals in a minute. Both rewarded with starts today. Ash Narwhal missing out due to injury. Harry Chesterton, Mitch Morrison unavailable for selection. And Mason Platter snuck in from behind. Goalkeeper's gone down. Platter's got it. Deflected wide and kept in by Liam Honor. Platt sneaking behind the Desborough back line like a thief in the night. Ball dropped kindly for him on a race out, tried to keep him at bay. If it wasn't for that fact that Blatz was outnumbered, then United surely would have been in front. And here comes Agambiade, taking out on the slide, but enough of the ball taken by Randall for the referee's liking. Davis mops it up. Here's Billy Tebbett. Chest control by Magagada. Plays it across the halfway line. Randall to McLean. Sends it high into the night sky. Elmore the target. Not it back from Magagada. Beaten to the punch by Blowers. Look at that, flicked on by Renato Prifty, and Platts racing towards the attempted ball by Joe Blowers. Forces the throws. It's launched into the crowd by Liam Honor. 20 minutes gone. It's still 0-0, but this game's just getting good. Williams to Platts, having his arm held. He's got the ball back to Williams. Jake Williams' delivery. Sent back where it came from by Davis. After another throw in the same position. Roper ducking away from the challenge of Finley Shorrock. Return ball to Jake Williams, who's made contact with the Desborough man, and a very late call from the official. As to be fair, right of all's put the ball in the back of the net, but it's not going to count. Williams played the ball, but seemed to catch the ankle of Finley Shorrock on the follow-through. And it was a late call from the referee. It was a good 3 seconds before the whistle blew. But as we say, it's the referee's decision. No one on this pitch or in the crowd can ever change it. Almost halfway through the first half here on CUTV. The game just starting to flicker into life. Prifty. Deflected ball. Only finds Aidan Bradshaw. Magagada in support. Has been Magagada. The challenge in by Rory O'Boyle. Flicks it out for the throw. See Adam Miles over on the far side. He is still on the bench, Adam Miles. He's still a part of the squad. He can come on if he's needed, but it appears that the ankle injury that's been bugging Miles for a while has taken its toll. He was replaced at the last minute by Bablinski in the starting lineup. Elmore. Bradshaw was behind it, and out for a throw-in level with Coventry United penalty area. The attack coming to nothing for Desborough, who, as we said in the intro, have lost just 3 times in their last 14 matches since the 5-0 defeat to Coventry United. One of those defeats coming against Coventry Spinks, the other against Histon, 2-1 loss at Wellingborough. But in that time, they've beaten a lot of teams, got a lot of points, and even beat Rugby Town, the league leaders, away from home. Shorrock. Now Magagada, they're all lining up on the edge of the area for Desborough, but the cross turned away by Peblinski. Hands in the back on Platts by Davis. Referee says no foul. Renato Prifty lost that initially as he went on the slide, but went through Little from behind to get the ball. Mason Platts. He was wrestling with Liam Honor, but as Platts was disimposed with Honor, along came McLean to snatch it away and play it back to the goalkeeper, Adam Honor. Tebbett's chasing the long ball. And he's got it. Under pressure is also number 4 in Rolly Devoyle. Well cleared. Coventry again can't get on that counter. They've had a spell of around 5 minutes of good attacking play, but since then, Desborough have come back into this and have tried to limit United to moving it from the back, which is not a game plan that United particularly like. Elmore ball control allows the interception from Devoyle. Looking to switch the play, but it's to the right of Platts and the left of Rodber, straight down the middle to the goalkeeper, Honor. Well, the side that Desborough most recently beat, Coggenho, they're currently losing 2-0 at Coventry Spinks after 18 minutes. Magagada looked to float into the penalty area, but it's lofted away by O'Boyle, becoming a mainstay in this Coventry United side after his move from Alvechurch. Harry Chesterton unavailable tonight. He's involved with the Solihull Moors youngsters. Tebbets looking for the cross. Chips it to Bradshaw, nods it on. The ball's clearance charged down by Bradshaw, but the second clearance is bouncing out of play. Just shy of United's technical area. Still in a dangerous position, this Desborough. Bradshaw onto Tebbets on the right side of the box. And can be hard keeping his arms behind his back then to make sure he didn't get collared for offside. Magagada was the target for the through ball from Bradshaw, but it's trickled into touch for a goal kick. 26 minutes gone, that Waterworks field. Desborough Town 0, Coventry United 0. It has been a very much even first half. Launch up from the back, kept in by the head of Agambiade, but only as far as Davis has a hoof of his own. Magagada the target, but it's a cushioned header into touch by O'Boyle, allowing his teammates to track back. Similar game to the Rothwell game, really, in the early goings at least. Two teams just trying to get a feel for each other. No real opportunities in the early stages. This game more like a chess match. Switching the play to Rodber. Steps away from McLean, who's tracking back, trying to beat him for pace. Rodber has to take on McLean again. The former Sky Blues youngster. Travels through for Blowers. Agambiade's on the left, but Joe Blowers chips it in. Looking for Jake Williams. Clears for Renato Prifty. Was he fouled from behind? Referee says no. The Desborough man clattered into the back of Renato Prifty. Questions were asked. And at the other end, Elmore trying to beat El Hagani to it, but it's the Coventry United defenders race to win, and he did win it. Thumps it into touch on the halfway line. Bradshaw. Return to Bradshaw. Elmore brings it down, and Peblinski clatters into Little. And now looking to force Elmore back towards the halfway point. Finds Liam Honor. Honor. Finds Tebbets to the best efforts of Devoyle. Magagada. Past Williams, into the path of Peblinski, and sends that ball into next door's garden. Another match ball is retrieved, and one of the Desborough committee, I believe, is going to have to go and ask the neighbours for the ball back. McLean. Flicked onto the chest of Little. Trying to swivel past Renato Prifty. You're not going to beat Prifty for skill. Can he come away with it, Prifty? No. Sharrock keeps it alive. McLean to Little. Tebbets. Sharrock puts it in. Elmore stretches for it. Bradshaw puts it wide, but it's offside anyway. Flag raised for Aidan Bradshaw. Let fly. A big shout out to David Garton, who's tuned in on the Coventry United TV live commentary, providing updates on the Coventry United fans YouTube channel. If you do want to follow the Coventry United updates during the game, of course I'm too busy to do it. I've got a camera in one hand and the team sheet in the other. And you can follow them at Coventry UTD fans on Twitter for match updates. Shouldered over to J.E. Williams from Sam Rodber. Rodber turns and shoots. Doesn't find its way for a sea of blue. Magagada. Bradshaw. It's Desborough on the front foot now. Elmore bundled over by El Hagani. I tend to think that wouldn't have been given as a free kick unless he fell on the ball and caught it. Tried and tested tactic for young players these days. If you think you should get the foul, grab the ball and you force the referee's hand. Well, it will be a free kick, a soft free kick perhaps, but a free kick nonetheless. And Finley Shorrock will take responsibilities for this one, the young number 11. Shorrock. And again, the offside flag is raised, and it's off the line by Dawid Peblinski. Tebbett's nodded at the cross. Bradshaw in there again. They didn't hit the back of the net, but even if they did, it wouldn't count. 15 minutes to go until half-time. We're heading off there at half-time for around 10 minutes there on CUTV for certainly a mug of something hot rather than a glass of something cold tonight. It's cold enough in Northamptonshire. Well, the clocks indeed have gone back now, so that's the first indication that the end of the season is near. Oh, not the best of kicks from Duggan. Strays out on this near side, shy of the halfway line. And the throw will be taken by McLean once he picks up the ball. Magagada. Swing and a miss by McLean. Allows Renato Prifty onto it. Couldn't make the most of it though. Looking to play Platts through the middle. Oh, but another swing and a miss. This time by the goalkeeper. Honor Platts trying to get there, but out-muscled by Liam Honor, goalkeeper's brother. Rory O'Boyle nods on towards Agambiade. Beats Magagada to the punch. Oh, but determined tackle by Magagada. For the through ball to Bradshaw. It was short and collected by Devoyle. Plays a 1-2 with Blowers. O'Boyle is the target. Magagada tracks back. Honor, a much more competent clearance that time. Cushioned by Little. But Blowers is first the seconds. Renato Prifty, we know the damage he can do. Was there a little drag on the leg there? United appealing for a free kick, eventually get one. On the left-hand side of the penalty area, about 7 yards outside the box. Infringement coming from the number 8, Adam Randall. It could take a set piece to break the deadlock. It's been a very tight encounter at Waterworks Field. Can Devoyle help break the deadlock? Delivery by Devoyle. Williams there at the far post. And Sherritt got enough on the ball to send it away from Williams and into the path of Adam Honor between the sticks. Race off his line to collect. Aidan Bradshaw, Elmore the target. Shrugged aside by Rory O'Boyle, but the clearance is brought back to Desborough territory by Little. Elmore, overlapping run being made by Little. Elmore looking to return to number 10, but his path blocked off. Let's try and find his way out of several United challenges. Found his way past one. Was the ball dragged down there by Elmore? He seemed to think so, but he's back on his feet and tries to clear his lines. Agambiade is the recipient. Platts. Mason Platts struggling up front. He seems a little bit isolated. And again, can't find his way through to Honor's goal. Duggan collects that long ball, and now Peblinski, the late draftee. Floats it towards Mason Platts. Davis's header to Tebbett. Clears as far as the halfway line where Peblinski is there to capture it again. Platts. Attempted through ball for Agambiade. Didn't have the power behind it. O'Boyle, he does find Agambiade, but dispossessed in the challenge by Bradshaw. Still going Aidan Bradshaw. Takes it towards Devoyle. In anchoring midfield. Switches the play. McLean just keeps it in at the expense of giving away possession to Pablinski. Now, Renato Priffy doing remarkably well on the pitch, which, let's just say, wouldn't do at Wimbledon. I don't mean the football club. Real midfield battle in this first half. Magagada to Bradshaw. Now Aaron Davis, the captain. Alvin Magagada again. Snatched from under his nose by Joe Blowers. Wants options. And nearly gave it away to Magagada as he was looking for them. El Hagani has to hold Elmore at bay and does. Devoyle drops back to help out Pablinski. Here is the United captain. While Devoyle floated up, Williams the target. An early jump by Williams, but it was an early jump from Shorrock as well, allowing Williams to get to the seconds. Prifty offering support. Here is Renato Prifty. Challenged by Tebbett. Trying to force him over the line, but Prifty's escaped. Past Shorrock as well, but couldn't take the ball with him. Jake Williams is there to snatch it back. Devoyle, Prifty, back heel, expecting Williams to be there, and he wasn't. Randall away, looking for Elmore. And a combination of El Hagani and Pablinski ensures it doesn't reach the number 9. Pablinski gets it back from Randall, the number 8. Again, looking for Elmore. O'Boyle. Agambiade runs into Bradshaw. Rinse and repeat, it seems, for both sides, looking for their number 9s, but running into the back lines instead. Pablinski plays it short to Prifty, swiftly closed by Little. Return to the teenage centre-back. Looking to meet the run of Williams, back to him by McLean. Third opportunity for David Pablinski. He does find Williams this time, swiftly closed by Finley Shorrock. Shorrock with a challenge. Keeps it in from going for a throw as well, and again can only give it back to Pablinski. He's seen more of the ball than anyone in the last 5 minutes. Williams. McLean once again over there to try and dispossess him. Williams running into the challenge of Little. Everyone back for Desborough Town United to latch onto the free balls. It's cleared. Agambiade the target by O'Boyle. Challenge from behind by Bradshaw, dispossesses him. Magagada runs into O'Boyle, looking to force him over the line. Didn't go over the line, but he was looking for Mason Platts down the left. Safely back with honour. Neither side maintaining possession particularly well in this game. Desborough in great form, as we say, only 3 defeats in 14. Can United make that 4 as Rodber charges down the attempted clearance, squares it for Mason Platts! Should have hit the target, and he knows it. Brilliant position. Mason Platts found by Sam Rodber. It was a perfect ball. But Platts lacked composure in the finish. About to enter the last 5 minutes here on CUTV. Again, we will be going off air at half-time for a quick cuppa, so get back here for 8:45 for the exciting conclusion of tonight's match. Determined run for Shot down the right-hand side, runs into El Hagani, who got the final touch. It was Shorrock. Deflected out off the number 11 by El Hagani. United deep into their own backyard with the throw. Desborough aren't pushing too many men up. Devoyle offering, as is Agambiade, a little further afield. Prifty there too. United taking their time here. The throw is to Devoyle. And straight into touch for, I believe it's going to be another throw on the far side. Indeed it is, it's a Desborough throw. Trying to keep it in right on the line, but failed in that task. Aidan Bradshaw, Desborough's go-to in this first half. Nodded into the danger zone towards Elmore. Magagada keeps it alive. Matches the run down the left of McLean. Down line with Alvin Magagada. Randall. It's Bradshaw once more. Lofts it in. Elagani as far as Little. Cushions it down. Tebbert. Can't find the route past Pablinski with that effort. Shorrock. Desborough not done yet. Finley. Shorrock chips it towards that far post. Swing and a miss by Williams, laying Magagada onto the seconds. But Magaga's run blocked off by Williams out for a corner. And United may well count themselves lucky that it is only a corner. Kai Little with the corner from the left for Desborough Town. Towards that far post, it's over everyone. Bradshaw tracks over to keep it in, only just. Encased in that corner of the field. Can United come away with it? Yes, they can with blowers. Racing clear of Tebbert. Down the centre of the park. Rodber. Shields from McLean. Platts wants it through. Rodber can't oblige just yet, but he's still going down the left-hand side. What a run by Rodber. And he's got the free kick on the left-hand corner of the penalty area. What determination on show from Rodber. He's having a cracking game today. Rodber has found this form in recent weeks. Former Coventry City youngster. One of the hot prospects for the future, and a very young front line. None of them out of their teens. Devoyle. Will he have a go himself? Platts making the run towards the near post. Devoyle is going to have a go, and it was well caught. For a moment, just thought it was going to sneak into that near post, but Adam Motter had other ideas. Shorrock. Bradshaw, Desborough on the counter, but a poor pass intercepted by Devoyle, whose own attempt isn't much better. Straight back to the goalkeeper. AJ Ward and Roy Eden tuned in. It's still 0-0 here on CUTV, sponsored by JAB Consulting. Flicked header on by Tebbert, looking for Railmore only as far as Pablinski. Looking for Rodber. Just beaten for pace by McLean, who had a head start on the former City kid. Goalkeeper's kick flicked on by Randall. Elmore stabs it into touch. And a throw-in given to Desborough there. It looked clear from here that Elmore got the last touch. Referee obviously doesn't share that opinion. Here's Randall. Shorrock. A little deeper into the midfield with Tebbert. Elmore. On the left is Magagada, but it's McLean who gets there first. And Rodber has put it out of Magagada for a Coventry United throw. Level with their own penalty area into the last 90 seconds of normal time. Devoyle finds Platts. Is it through the back line? Blowers will try in vain to get there ahead of Davis. Davis looking for Shorrock on that right-hand side, followed all the way by O'Boyle. Davis, the captain at centre-back, hoofs it up. Cushioned into Prifty by Devoyle, hassled and harried by Tebbert. Deflected pass does find Rodber, who flicks it over to Williams with a bit of space to utilise. Jake Williams into Mason Platts. The flag's up, it won't count. He didn't make any mistake with the finish. But the linesman rules out Mason Platts' opener. The fans started to celebrate. They didn't see the linesman was flag in the air on this near side. Disappointment for Coventry United. They thought they'd had the lead just before the break. Honor takes the free kick. Williams up well to claim the header. Prifty. He's had Desborough on tenterhooks all evening. El Hagani Ball looking for Mason Platts, but only found the feet of Davis. Bradshaw about to go into added minutes here on CUTV. I don't think there'll be many of them. I don't think more than one. Renato Prifty shielding it back to his own backyard, but under pressure has to cushion it out for a throw in level with his own penalty area. Nowhere to go. Well, the attacking midfielder has been a real Coventry United favourite since his arrival with the Red and Greens towards the end of last season. Elmore. Now Little. The outside of that box crowded with blue and red. Tebbett. United trying to force Desborough back, and it's a poor ball into the area collected by Rory O'Boyle, and well, barely 30 seconds of added time played, and the referee blows for half-time. Coventry United 0, Desborough Town 0 at Waterworks Field. The Red and Greens with the better of the opportunities, but overall a very mixed afternoon so far. Very even game in the United Counties League Premier Division South. We're going off air on CUTV for the next 10 minutes. We'll be back at 8:45 for the conclusion of this match. We have the second half here on Coventry United TV with Liam Cook. Half-time score, Desborough Town 0, Coventry United 0. The Red and Greens with the best of the chances in the opening period, but nil point so far. No changes from what we can see for either side. So let's get this second half underway. Coventry United now kicking from right to left in front of the CUTV camera, all in red. And Desborough, I keep on saying Ainsbury, Desborough are all in blue. An early free kick with Magagada forced down from the side by Joe Blowers. 20 yards into United territory. It's going to be taken by Randall. Everyone but Honor and McLean up. Will it be enough? Aerial duel won by El Hagani. Blowers up for the seconds. Prifty nods it on. And as far as Tebbett. Elmore. Looking for some separation. Chips it in for Tebbett. Chest control away from Peblinski. Drilled in by McLean. Only as far as Dawid Peblinski. And now the chase is on for Sam Rodber. Looking to switch the play, but didn't get the contact right. He had Agambiadi and Blowers to the left, but scuffed his effort. And now Magagada pushing on again for Desborough Town. Alvin Magagada into a shooting position perhaps. Look to square it instead for Little. And United clear their lines. Agambiadi turns Bradshaw. Joe Blowers lofts it upfield, but Usain Bolt wasn't getting to that ball, let alone Mason Platts. It is a throw level with their own penalty area for Desborough, so if United can try and box Artan in. Good craft and opportunity. Bradshaw with ball in hand. Brought to feet by Tebbett, but sandwich between two Coventry United players. Dragged to the ground by Rory O'Boyle, but the pass to the Coventry United defender is cut out by Elmore. And now Magagada racing over to that far side, but he's beaten to the punch by Jake Williams, who sends it out into the advertising boards. We did see Adam Miles warming up at half-time, assessing his injury. He is on the bench. He can be used if needed. Elmore. McLean looking across. It's a low one. It's the feet of Peblinski, who turns it behind. He had Magagada right behind him. It's been a very even game so far. Desborough look to turn the tide in their favour in the early minutes of the second half. Nodded towards the net. But kept out by, I think it was El Hagani who got there before Duggan. Shorrock keeps Desborough in the race in this particular move, but a little push by Agambiade results in a free kick on the right side of the box. In the next time United come on air, not this Saturday, the Saturday after, the 8th of April. Mad to think that we're going to be in April very soon. Now getting away to Histon, just north of Cambridge. A very difficult place to go. We'll have live commentary as always here on CUTV. No action this Saturday, of course. And Shorrock with a bit of a shanker from that free kick. Goes it straight over the crossbar. See the United substitutes going for a quick warm-up there. Adam Miles, Jared Bradshaw, Sammy Mazaffa. And of course, Charlie Morgan, the 16-year-old former Walsall midfielder. Platts wrestled to the ground there, hit his head in the process, I believe. You can hear the yell from Platts. No attempt to go for the ball whatsoever there from Aaron Davis, just basically threw him to the ground. And the referee, I think he's going to book. Yes, indeed. He's going to book Aaron Davis. Desborough less than pleased. Bradshaw and Magagada making their feelings known. So it was Mason Platts, basically Platts being held by Davis, and then Davis threw him to the ground, and Platts hitting his head in the process. He almost picked him up and threw him. And it is a yellow card for Davis, and rightly so. Devoyle sizing up his options. 2 back for United, 2 up for Desborough. It goes towards El Hagani. It was a well-hit strike right down the goalkeeper's eyesight. Beautiful connection. Just have to be either side of Honor to give himself a chance. Magagada spots the overlap in front of McLean on the counter for Desborough, but McLean's pass to Elmore was short. Jake Williams was challenged by Archie Elmore from behind and gets the throw just in front of Desborough's technical area. Little slip from Platts as he was trying to outmaneuver his opposition. The throw will be taken now by Jake Williams. Flicked on by Rodber. Agambiadi the target, but Liam Honor hooks it away. Got it down by Prifty in the midfield. Tebbett. Swiped across by Prifty again. He's having a great game today. Renato Prifty for a 3rd time. We're going to send blowers on his way, but too close to Adam Honor between the sticks. I'm surprised that the referee has allowed the goalkeepers to wear very similar colours. Slightly darker shade, won by Honor. Boyle up for it with Shorrock. Shorrock brings it down. Bradshaw evades capture by Agambiade. His pass is cut out by Devoyle. Agambiade gets enough on it to find blows under pressure from Shorrock. Scooped high into the sky by Devoyle. And it's cushioned back to Jake Williams by Sam Rodber. Peblinski, not a bad ball from the teenage centre-back. And Platts forces the throw. Liam Honor with nowhere to go has to play it out on that far side. Coventry United with a throw level with the penalty area. Throw to Rodber. Renato Prifty goes down to the challenge of Magagada. Well, the initial incident wasn't called upon by the referee, but Magagada prevented Rodber from getting to his feet. And the linesman is calling over the referee. Maybe for something that Magagada has said. And Alvin Magagada has indeed been called over by the referee. He'll be headed into the book for his reaction. It's a yellow card and a sin bin for Alvin Magagada. So Magagada will be missing for the next 10 minutes. Yellow card for dissent and a sin bin for the Desborough number 7. United with a numerical advantage for the next 10 minutes. Can they make it count? Devoyle in looking for David Peblinski. Can't turn it goal bound, but returns to sender. Devoyle looking for a route past McLean. McLean wins that one-on-one duel. Prifty thought about meeting McLean to the ball, but had to track back instead for the potential counter. Locked it away by Rory O'Boyle and safely back with honour. United with 11 men for the next 10 minutes, and Desborough with 10. So United have got to take the game to their hosts now. They're not going to be satisfied with a draw. They want to keep the points flowing. And Carl Nolan said that after survival was guaranteed, which it is now, he wanted a top half finish to cement the good work we've seen this season. It looks perfectly achievable, but a victory over the 9th place side would surely push United further towards that goal. Little. Shielded well by Dawid Peblinski. Has come away with the ball. Great stuff from the young defender. Of course, was only called into the team 10 minutes before the start of the game. Safely back in Desborough territory and hoofed upfield by Davis. Elmore looks to flick it on. Slide in by Peblinski. Has it been kept in? Yes, it has. And Pretty looks to take advantage. Ball down the right-hand side for Sam Rodber. Again, these long balls from the back are not working for Coventry United. United want the game started quickly, but of course, in the next 10 minutes, Desborough are going to be trying to limit the amount of time spent in play. They'd rather have the time added on at the end so they have more time where Alvin Magagada can make a difference. They've got a throw right in the corner, Coventry United. Platts receives from Williams. Looks to manoeuvre himself past Liamona. Low drive in by Platts. Launched clear for the throw by Randall. A reminder of the subs for Desborough: Luca Miller, Courtney Lashley, Liam Bove, Ian Blakely and Rico Duggan. United lining up, stacking up on the right side of that penalty area. Passed by Williams. Is blocked. He tracks back to keep possession. Devoyle. That can be right at the target, but followed clear by Bradshaw. Elmore beating El Hagani mid-air, and the United goes with the help of a hand. Referee says no foul. Elmore. Lowers through, was caught in the face by the number 9 there. Again, the referee says no foul, but United have got it back with Rod, but I'm going to slip it through for Biade. Interception from Davis. To McLean on the left side. Aimless ball down the touchline, throwing Coventry United just into their own turf. Still 0-0. We've played 57 minutes. It's a great throw for Platt. Was he being tugged back? Referee says no. Rod Buskets gets past the challenge. It can't take the ball with him. Cleared as far as Rory O'Boyle. Nice touch in the centre circle. Agambiade, O'Boyle making the overlap. Agambiade tries to do it alone. He's having his shirt pulled by Bradshaw. Referee says nothing doing. Blowers looking for a repeat of Saturday. He went high rather than low this time, and it was a brilliant save from Monaghan to keep him out. Corner to come for the Red and Greens once the Desborough substitute has gone to fetch the ball behind that collapsed fencing behind the goal. From the right. It was going all the way then, I think, with the help of the goalkeeper and the crossbar. It has been kept out. Alagoni trying to whip it back in, blocked by Davis. The delivery from Rory O'Boyle very found its own way into the net without any help from the awaiting Red and Greens in the box. And again, United having to wait, which will favour Desborough as they await the return of Magagada from his 10-minute sin bin. Everyone back for Desborough. Can ill afford to concede, and this was Devoyle trying to go on his own. A little less successfully than O'Boyle. It's gathered by Adam Honor between the sticks. Dropped by Honor, launched away. Elmore, awkward bounce, tries to chip it over to Shark. Bradshaw lost a lot little the target. Jake Williams gets his head in it. Chipped to the right by Renato Prifty, and McLean, no nonsense defending, blasted out Rodber looking for a route down the right. That's the target from the throw, but it will be shielded into touch, will it? Yes, it will, despite the challenge from Mason Platts from behind. He's furious. He made the challenge. He felt the final touch came from Honor. Referee's assistant on that far side didn't agree, much to the annoyance of United's red-headed assassin. Honor away. Agambiada gets his head in it, as far as Davis. Sends to the right of the park, more height than distance. Shorrock. Bradshaw at right back. His pass charged down by Agambiada. Platts are going to float it over the back line. Agambiada might get there ahead of Bradshaw, but doesn't. Bradshaw's ball up the flank, collected by O'Boyle. Still a dangerous opportunity for Coventry United. Great ball by Devoyle. Jake Williams couldn't quite bring it to feet, but he has kept it in from going out for a goal kick. It's been given for offside, I believe, there against Jake Williams. It was a throw-in. Didn't look like it went all the way out. Yes, it is indeed a throw-in. To be taken by McLean. Flicked on only as far as Renato Prifty. Ed Hagani at centre-back. Closed down by Elmore, but it's away with O'Boyle. Solid game for the left-back. Agambiade wants it. But the ball goes for the cross, and Mason Platts is in there. Good strong punch by Honor. Williams' header to the right where Rodber meets the ball. His return ball just shy of Jake Williams. Elmore receives up front from the goalkeeper. But collected in the midfield by Agambiade. Elmore's down. And Joe Blowers, surrounded by blue shirts, looking for a bit of separation to get the shot away. He couldn't do it all on his own. Blowers thinks he should have got the free kick as he was taken out by Honor. And Honor somehow finding his way up towards the centre of the park, surrounded by red shirts, but was forced to play it down the right where El Hagani collected. United in their own backyard now, can try and calm things down and reset. Here's Peblinski. Bobbles over to El Hagani. The best of services for Coventry United's side of play, it must be said. Devoyle. It's a great ball to Rodber, but what can you do with it? You're playing Agambiade. Floats it over. One of the better chances of the second half, but still United can't break the deadlock. Into the last half hour of this match, and we've got our first two substitutions coming up for Desborough. The first player to leave the field is Lewis McLean. He's replaced by Courtney Lashley. And the second player to leave the field for Desborough Town, as we can see Alvin Magagada starting to warm up for his return to the pitch. Kai Little replaced by Rico Duggan, who scored the winner on Saturday against Coggenho United. A reminder, Desborough still down to 10 men. Another couple of minutes without their number 7, Alvin Magagada, who is starting to become a bit restless on the touchline, getting ready for his return to action. United haven't been able to make the best of that numerical advantage. Blowers up for it, but it's one in the air by Tebbett. Pinballs over to Prifty. Rodber the target as Magagada is called back on. And nodded out for a throw on the far side by Lashley. So Desborough back to full strength. Alvin Magagada recalled onto the pitch after the 10-minute sin bin has elapsed. Throw towards Mason Platts. Rodber, handball, claims referee says no. Effort by Blowers. Blocked and back out to Mason Platts. And Mason Platts now making his case The referee that it should have been handball. It's hard to see from this area of the park, especially with so many bodies in the way. Oh, going to be able to trick his way past Bradshaw, who slid in, got enough on the ball, but Blowers looking for Rory O'Boyle. O'Boyle makes his apologies as it bounces past him. Vision blocked off by Bradshaw. 25 minutes to go here on CUTV. Desborough Town 0, Coventry United 0. It's a long way to come for a 0-0 on a Tuesday night, but hopefully it's not what we're going to see. Agambiade wraps his foot around Tibbet to get there first from the throw. Lofted ball by Prifty. Sam Rodber judging the bounce. Taking on Lashley. Rodber scuffs the effort, but it's sliced up by Blowers and brought to a safe halt midair by Adam Honor. Down the left from the goalkeeper, Magagala. Maybe a little refreshed after that 10-minute break. Going to take on Williams. Halts his run and quickly starts it again. Takes it as far as Elmore. Elmore launches it towards Randall. Randall cushions it and floated into the car park by Tebbett. We're going to take it first time. Maybe should have took a touch first. Duggan's clearance. Magagada. Magagada makes the overlap with Elmore. Magagada still going, handball claimed. It gets away from him after that bounce. United wanted more. Duggan drifts to the right. Headed out for a throw. Number 4, Tebbets again for Desborough Town. Coming up to the halfway mark of this second half. Still scoreless. And Coventry United ready to take the throw. It's going to be delayed as Williams has to take a couple of steps back. The throw nodded straight out again by Courtney Lashley. Well, Courtney Lashley, a former Aston Villa youngster who was in the same Villa youth team as Coventry United Sammy Mazaffa. Mazaffa among the substitutes this afternoon. Well, it's evening, I should say. Had so few, I should say, night games recently. Forgetting the terminology. Williams throw. Target was Agambiade, but it bounces harmlessly into touch. You have to ask, who is going to be more satisfied with a 0-0 draw here as it currently stands? It doesn't do much for either side. United looking to create a bit more distance between themselves and Marchtown United, whose awful run of 13 games without a win has seen them drift down to 8th place. That's in League and Cup, by the way. I think it's 10 games in the league without a win. If United can get 3 points here, they can create a bit more distance. Desborough still looking to break into the top half. Pavlinski clears on the slide. It's headed back towards El Hagani. Agambiade. Boa's first line ball, easy pickings for Elmore. Bradshaw. First line ball on for Shurrock. Launched away by El Hagani. And all the way into touch, just shy of the penalty area. And again, the referee not happy with the position of the throw-in, this time from Desborough. Bradshaw. A ball first to, but only as far as Shurrock, who is an Elmore down the touchline. El Hagani, rather than playing it back to Duggan, cushions it out on this near side to allow his teammates to track back and not put his goalkeeper under any undue pressure. And Hagani shields well from Elmore and shields it into touch after the throw. Good work from the man mounting number 6. Well, the United substitutes warming up, 4 of them that is. Looks like Adam Miles has taken himself out of the game. He was scheduled to start today, and we were told by United coach Gary Harding that although he was not going to be starting, he was going to be on the bench if needed. He's the only one not warming up, so I can only assume that Adam Miles will not be participating today. The other 4 red and green substitutes, including 16-year-old Charlie Morgan, are all warming up. On the left-hand side, curtailed by El Hagani. Desborough starting to knock on the door again. The momentum swinging into the home side's favour. Elmore. Joe Blowers trying to get to the second out of the pass back. Bradshaw. Flick back to Bradshaw from Randall. Square by Bradshaw. How on earth has Elmore missed from there? From about 2 yards, has managed to flick it over the woodwork. It was always going to be difficult for him with the ball coming so fast. When he was so close to the goal, it would have been harder to miss and score. Now to get the free kick with a connection with the head on right of Oil. The referee wants to take him properly. United took it a little bit too quick for his liking. So a reminder of the Coventry United substitutes still warming up. Along that touchline for the red and green, Sammy Mazaffat, Jared Bradshaw, Brad Coleman and Charlie Morgan. Red Green's yet to make an alteration. Desborough have made 2. Here is one of them, Rico Duggan. Slips it through for Magagada, and he would have reached him if it wasn't for the slide by Pablinski, taking some of the spin off the ball. And Declan Duggan gets to the second, sent it down the centre of the park, only as far as Randall. Magagada dispossessed from behind by Jake Williams. Platts the target. Outleapt by Liam Honor. Davis thought about playing it back to the keeper with Platts lurking menacingly. Decides to go down the middle instead. That's a great ball for Magagada, but there was a reason that he had so much space. The flag is raised. It was a great ball from Randall. Usually when you've got that amount of separation from the last defender, 9 times out of 10, there's a good reason for that. Williams. Rodburn making the chase. He was just shy of it. A yard behind the ball. He has managed to keep it in for a throw rather than a goal kick. Right in that corner. Not up only onto the head of Renato Prifty. Lashley. Alvin Magagada. Turns away from the challenge of Jake Williams. Now Finley Shorrock. Williams snatches away from Archie Elmore. Aimless ball from Williams on the far side. Oh, but Agambiade blocking the chip up the right flank. By the goalkeeper, Adam Honor, preventing the counter-attack. It's a short throw to Davis. Elmore's up there again. El Hagani nodded back where it came from. Williams holding Magagada, who receives from Tebbett. Billy Tebbett. Pablinski forced to hook it out on that far side under pressure from Archie Elmore. The subs are preparing. Expected at least 2 of them to be introduced imminently. Subs boards being lit up. Elmore. Angle's tight, but can he turn and shoot? Rico Duggan. It's in by Duggan to the feet of El Hagani, who swiftly lobs it away. Play for a throw-in, and there's going to be a change for Desborough as well. It's going to have to wait for a moment. No passenger play coming up for the home side. I have to say at the moment, Desborough look the more likely to score. Jake Williams laughs at that suggestion and sticks his laces through it. Straight back to the Desborough goalkeeper, Honor. Davis quickly closed down by Joe Blowers. Only just finds Liam Honor. And Desborough find themselves in a world of trouble now as Mason Platt's looking to race through. Blowers wants it. Blowers gets it. Joe Blowers couldn't keep the effort down. He thinks he got a touch from the goalkeeper. The referee says goal kick. Devoyle, Platts, Blowers all screaming at the official. Blowers slicing it towards the net. The arm was outstretched from Adam Honor. I'm not entirely sure where he did get a touch from the goalkeeper. It was tight, very tight. And not even the linesman or the official knew. Of course, they can't give a corner, they can't give an attacking play unless they are absolutely certain. And here comes the third change for Desborough. It's Adam Randall leaving the field. And was that number 15 I saw on the board? I believe it was. That would be Liam Bove. You notice changes, we'll have to wait for a moment. And it is indeed Liam Bove, just checking the shirt number. Liam Bove is on. And what looks to be a straight swap in midfield. And a soft free kick given against Coventry United there. Rodber, a bit of physicality on Lashley. Referee says no. United are biding their time with these alterations. Well, you need a goal. The late stage, Jared Bradshaw is your man. Remember that late strike which bagged the 3 points at God Manchester. Honor. Bradshaw's header to Bove. Flicks it high into the sky. Who can bring it down? It's Shorrock onto the head of Coventry United's Rory O'Boyle. Off the shoulder of Shorrock. Now Bradshaw. Floated up for Elmore, stabbed into the ground, and the seconds fall to Bradshaw again. Aidan Bradshaw. And with Rico Duggan. Oh, that would have been a great ball for Magagada if it wasn't poked away by Elagoni, but it has found Magagada, and Magagada has scored! It looked for a moment as if Elagoni had took the ball away. They just needed a bit more power behind that stab at the ball. Alvin Magagada returning from a 10-minute sin bin to put Desborough in front with just 12 minutes to go. Carl Nolan furious on the touchline. He's sending in the troops. And the first player to come on is Sami Mazaffa. He's replacing Joseph Agambiade. So just the one change for now for the Red and Greens. Mazaffa on for Agambiade in what looks to be a straight swap on the left side of that front three. United now find themselves behind and with not much time to do anything about it. Desborough are going to make change number 4 any minute. And now it took the Coventry United to wrestle something back from this game. And Rodber too forceful in trying to retrieve it from Elmore. Free kick on the halfway line towards the left. See the number 12 on the board, I believe, for Desborough. That would be Luca Miller. That change will have to wait. Davis. Nice head on that. Joe Blowers brings it down in a race with Bove. Looking for Mason Platt, but that option is just not working for Coventry United today. Looking to play it through for Platt, but he can't reach the ball. On or away. The ball held off by Rico Duggan. Duggan was falling as he tried to back into Ronnie Devore. Referee rightly so refuses to give the free kick. Prifty darting towards his left-hand side. He's got Mazaffa with him. He needs support. Prifty lobs it in. A moment it looked like it was just sneaking into that bottom corner, but Honor sees it out. Into the last 10 minutes here on Coventry United TV. Desborough Town 1, Coventry United 0. As you can expect, Desborough in this position in no mood to get this game underway quickly. And United, just like on Saturday, are going to have to do the hard way, and hands in the back on Bove by Blowers, called upon by the man in black. The free kick to be taken by Davis. Sends it to the left. Nodded away by El Hagani. Back into danger by Bove. Rico Duggan surrounded by red shirts. Jake Williams makes the clearance. Interception from Tebbett. Back towards United's end of the field. Duggan was hoping that would fall kindly for him. It didn't. Platt's being pulled back. Referee says no foul. He's not been kind to United in this second half. Elagani meets that attempted through ball for Duggan. But Desborough will come back with Elmore. Bove, the holding midfielder. Magagada the target. Sure, he's not going to reach that. He has reached it. Elmore the target. And a great save by Duggan that only into the path of Archie Elmore. There was only so much Duggan could do. And the second goal surely seals the victory for Desborough Town. Duggan did his part, making the initial save after Magagada somehow kept the ball in and squared it. The foot of Duggan keeping the first effort at bay, but Elmore was there to poach the seconds. And Shurrock is being replaced. Coventry United making a change of their own. Joe Blowers replaced by Jared Bradshaw. And that is Archie Elmore's last action of the game. He's replaced by Ian Blakey. And Ronnie Devore making his case towards the referee for what he believes is a foul in the build-up. As the rain starts to pour down here, Coventry United with a mountain to climb as nearly bounced over Honor in goal. That long ball from the back. Bradshaw trying to take advantage, but not on this occasion. Tebbett. Magagada. Awkward one for Elmore, but he just swipes it away from Mason Platt. We're about to enter the final 5 minutes here on CUTV. We're next on air on the 8th of April. No action this Saturday with the scheduled game against against Newport Pagnell, I should say, is not going to be taking place due to Newport's progression into the semi-finals of the FA Vase. And Mazaffa ineffective there, trying to get past Bradshaw. O'Boyle. Quick throw to Mason Platts. Prifty. Renato Prifty forced back where he came from. But still on the ground somehow. Prifty has found his way through. And still going Renato Prifty. And still. And the finish. Didn't really reward the hard work that Prifty had put in. Desborough taking their time, 4 minutes to go. The highlights of tonight's game will be available tomorrow night here on Coventry United TV. So look out for the exclusive highlights of this match. And that could be another highlight for Desborough. But it's dragged wide by Rico Duggan, and Magagala slid in, couldn't make the contact to turn it home for goal number 3. Well, it has not been Coventry United tonight, but it is a big moment for this young man. Replacing Renato Prifty is the youngest player in Coventry United history, 16-year-old Charlie Morgan. Former Walsall youngster makes his Coventry United debut. Bradshaw. Mazaffa is quick, but not that quick as he to beat Elmore to the punch. But beats Honor to the punch, I should say. And Nagani. Morgan, he was looking for Sammy Mazaffa, who just scoops it over. Throw from Bradshaw. Okay, lets it run too close to Riley Devoyle. Oh, and Devoyle's hit his head there. It's a head injury. The referees allowed play on. The referee allowing the game to continue as Devoyle's clearly held his head. The game should have been stopped immediately. And Devoyle tripped in the challenge and fell into one of the Desborough players, hurting his head in the process. Lucy Sayers got to race over to the other side of the field to administer treatment to Devoyle. Of course, with head injuries, there are all sorts of concussion protocols that Devoyle will have to pass in order to return to the game. If he can't return to the field, there's only one man really who can come on for Coventry United, with Adam Miles seemingly out of the game, and that would be Brad Coleman. So from my clock, there's a minute left. We've got a minute of normal time left. We're hearing that there could be upwards of 6 minutes of added time, and Lucy said, indicating that Riley Devoyle cannot continue. So Brad Coleman will come on. This will be Brad Coleman's first appearance at Coventry United since November, I believe. He broke his jaw in training just before the Congleton game. Indicate that 5 minutes of added time will be played. Devoyle off the field, of course, player safety has to come first. Brad Coleman will come on for the final 5 minutes of the game. Into added minutes, and there is going to be 5 of them. But the game surely now away from Coventry United. Desborough Town 2, Coventry United 0. As Duggan gets us underway with the free kick. It's Rico Duggan racing down the right, followed by Morgan. El Hagani making the interception, but running into Dawid Pablinski in the process. Ball to Mazaffa. So Mazaffa. Platt's good touch. Dispossessed, he tried to control by Bradshaw. Duggan tried to keep it in. It's a throw in for Coventry United. Platt. El Hagani slightly under hit to Bablinski, but it's returned to El Hagani. O'Boyle. And Mazaffa. A sea of blue, he couldn't do it all himself and trips Rico Duggan in the process. Desperate to try and see the remainder of this game out. 3 minutes of added time to go. The big victory for Desborough to look to close in on Coventry United and march down and break into the top half of the table before season's end next month. Cross football cut out by Williams. Try and get on the end of it. Magagada cutting in from the left. Deflected into the hands of Duggan. Duggan, aimless kick. Bounces out on this near side. Bradshaw. Modded on by Tebbett. Mazaffa runs into the path of the substitute. Injured by Ehlagani, blocks the pass. But again, United playing it down the right, aimless balls, curtailing United's attacking play for the majority of this game. Be a throw in front of the United dugout where less than impressed Carl Nolan is standing. Now for another one, same position. Cutting from the right, United, can they get one more opportunity? Jared Bradshaw. Mason Platt's been forced away from the Desborough net. Pablinski. Morgan with space, chips it left. Mazaffa, overlap being made by Rory O'Boyle. Mazaffa. That effort, I think, sums up Coventry United's night. will be available tomorrow night here on CUTV. Unfortunately, the man for the Midlands is a working man during the day these days, so I don't fancy staying up until 2 o'clock in the morning editing the highlights tonight, so you have to wait until tomorrow, I'm afraid. Well, you can't get the staff these days, can you? This will surely be the final action of the game. We've had 5 minutes of added time. We'll continue with Jared Bradshaw. Dispossessed from behind. Jared Bradshaw, Mason Platts looking to slip it through from Mazaffa, caught in the challenge. Oh, Mazaffa nearly got there. It slid into touch by Davis. Kicked away by Aidan Bradshaw. Brad Coleman looks to get it taken quickly with Jake Williams. United not giving up. It's not in their nature. Bradshaw, the conditions worsen at Waterworks Field. El Hagani. Bablinski turns away well, beautifully done. Williams. San Rodber, deflected cross. Can both clear? He can. And the referee ends the game at Waterworks Field. Not exactly a torrent of goals this evening, but a steady stream sending Desborough through for the 3 points. A disappointing display for Coventry United after the highs of Saturday, but that's non-league. It gives and it takes away. Full-time score at Waterworks Field in the United County League Premier Division South. Desborough Town 2, Coventry United 0. And that will do us here on CUTV. We're back next Saturday, not this Saturday. No action this weekend, unfortunately, for the Red and Greens. It's a Histon away on the 8th of April. The highlights will be available tomorrow night here on the CUTV YouTube channel. Until then, thanks for joining us. I've been Liam Cook. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you next time.